Hello and welcome, dear students. This is the weekly learning target for grade 8 using the Oxford New Pathways. The weekly lesson plan is for the subject English and it is dated from 29th of August till the 2nd of September. It is planned vertically downward, but I will be taking you across so that you are able to relate to the objectives and the tasks assigned. And you can plan out your books and bring your books accordingly. So we begin with the 29th of August 2021, then we have 30th of August, 31st of August, 1st of September, and 2nd of September 2021. The topics are planned from your course book first, that is the Unit 4, Unlikely Destinations. Section 1 is Emperors on Ice. The unit continues because it will not get over in a day and it will continue, and then you have your textbook exercises related to the unit and the writing section from the unit related to the unit. And then on the Thursday, it's a fix, that is workbook will be done accordingly, and this unit will continue over several weeks. Now let us begin with the Sunday. On Sunday, the learning objective is to identify the main idea and details and to determine two or more main ideas of a text and explain how they are supported by key details and then summarize the text. Among these two objectives, the first is that it's an easier version, that is you'll be able to narrate the story and know what is it all about, and you'll be able to find supporting details. The second objective is slightly challenging. It's a new objective which will continue over several weeks. That means you'll be able to determine two or more main ideas within this text and explain how they are supported by different details, and then you will be expected to summarize the text in minimum words. Summarizing in minimum words is very challenging. You need to have a good source of vocabulary in order to summarize it. So this is a challenging objective, and then the first one is an easier objective. And as the learning outcomes are expected, it is expected that most of you will be able to identify the main ideas and details, so most of the students, and quite a few, it is expected that you will be able to discuss in your peers, in your groups, and a few of you will be able to determine two or more main ideas of the text and explain how they are related to details, and you'll be able to summarize the text. This is how the lesson is built. Now, as far as the structure of the lesson is concerned, at certain points the teacher will pitch in to explain or narrate or give you an overall picture, but it is expected that in a group reading or the club reading, you should be able to determine the main idea and details and explain it to your classmates. The structure of the lesson is that we begin with the KWL, that is what I know, what I want to know, what I have learned. What I have learned is to be done towards the end of the lesson. In certain cases, the lesson will begin with the video. In certain cases, it will begin with just questioning and writing of the KWL. The action that is expected of you is to read and respond to the text, or when the teacher questions you or probes further, you should be able to respond accordingly. So, questioning and probing. And then it is expected that you should be able to write an answer, respond to the questions that those are asked in class, and if when written work is done, you should be able to self-assess using the rubrics, and the tasks related to the skills will be assigned to you. At the end, you should be able to write out a dirt for the lesson. You should be able to derive certain values from the lesson. It is not the main idea or details, but every lesson, why are we learning? We are not learning to know about certain people's experience. We are learning to gain certain value out of it. If you are able to deduce the value or derive the value, you should be able to relate it to your moral education studies. And how are events helpful in self nurturing? Why are we learning these events? How does it relate to our learning in general? And as far as the national agenda parameter is concerned, you are expected to read across the curriculum, read in depth for critical thinking and logical thinking, and you should be able to ask questions or probe further to know beyond the text and across the text. Beyond the text is extrapolatory, and across the text is across all the curriculums. That means related to your English, to science, social studies, etc. And then going on to the next day, that is from Sunday, we carry forward to the Monday, as this lesson will not get over in a day. On Monday, we continue with similar details. The questions, the same lesson structure continues. And then on Monday, I'll take you right through it so that you are able to take down and ensure that you are able to achieve the bigger picture. What impact do experiences of others have on our life? Why are we learning? Why are we learning the experiences or learning the stories? And what impact does it have on my life? Then we continue with the textbook exercises, especially writing part, and we should be able to respond, and you should be able to write independent responses to the questions, and discuss with your peers, self-assess, and at the end you should be able to write the KWL and the dirt. Dirt is that what you have learned, what skill you have learned, in which area you need to work harder, and where how much time you will spend. You need to reflect on that. Then how do the opinion of others build? Do the opinion of others have some impact on my life and my opinion? You should be able to look at the wider picture of thinking and opinion building. Then we move on to the next day, that is writing. Writing, most probably it is paragraph writing or the writing that is related to the textbook oriented questions. We will continue with that relating to the language that is applied. This is broadly stated over here, but we will continue with the textbook based exercises. That is to summarize: write, paragraph writing, report writing, article writing as expected in the textbook. You should be able to self-assess. And if it's paragraph writing, you should be able to describe a person. That is specifically that description of a person is expected of you. On the following day, that is Thursday, it is expected that we'll be doing workbook related to Unit 4. And we begin with the reading comprehension. You should be able to comprehend what you have written and what you have read. And you should be able to apply the grammar in in context, and you should be able to narrate it as with fluency. That is all. And towards the end, you should be able to write dirt for all, and you should be able to follow it. That means in order to improve, how much time you will spend on revisiting these objectives and how you will improve yourself. Dirt is, if you need to see how dirt is done, kindly revisit the videos of notebook maintenance. You should be able to write dirt at the end of every lesson on daily basis. With this, we have come to the end of the learning targets. I hope that you'll be able to use it judiciously in order to complete your daily tasks. Thank you very much. If you like the video, kindly click on like, share and subscribe. And when you click on like, this gets added to your liked videos. You're able to refer these videos to throughout the week. Thank you very much for your kind attention.